Well, good morning, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your morning subscriber video. And no, I'm not in the video right now. Too much sunlight in the studio. I'm still waiting on my blackout curtains to come in, so I'll wait on it. But it's nice to be able to say there's too much sunlight to do that. But as you can see, an attempt at a rally this morning in the stock indices as we're looking here at the S&P up 3, the Dow up 76, 83, and the Nasdaq and the Russell up 180. We're also pulling the plug back on the gold and the silver market. Copper continues up. Now, remember, you do have traders that have returned from the lunar holiday, and China is said to be very thrilled with being able to buy at these lower tariffs. And speaking of that, are you aware that the 15% tariff that we were told over and over by the president did not go into effect? Instead, the 10% tariff went into effect globally. That creates even more issues, all right? The president and his administration say they're working on language for the 15%. That isn't what we were all told. Yesterday, we also saw that certain countries, that nobody has said no, they're not going to pay what they agreed to, but they're not ratifying deals. India and the European Union did not do so. Very interesting. In any case, the dollar up a bit as the euro, and most of the currencies, as you can see, are in the red against the dollar this morning. Energies were down earlier, and in the past 20 minutes or so, they've turned positive. As I understand it, today, Iran is supposed to deliver to the U.S. its proposal. My understanding of the proposal that they're going to do is dilution, not giving up the uranium enrichment they can do, but rather those parts of uranium that are 60% weapon grade or enriched status are to be diluted back to a much lower status. So they don't want anybody to do that. They'll do it. Well, I guess we're supposed to trust them for all that. Okay. In the grain markets, it's a little bit of everything. Beans down again. The corn down a fraction, but the wheat market holding and the oil market staying relatively strong. We did just get, if you will, some of the data out of Redbook and the like. So why don't we go take a look at that? So here we are with the Redbook sales, and they came out with a nice increase of 6.8% in the first 3 weeks and 6.7% increase in the week ending the 21st versus a year ago. Case Shiller, year over year home sales still up 1.83%, but month over month continue to decline. That'll pull that eventually negative. That's what's happening. Fed Governor Waller is now speaking. Fed Governor Lisa Cook is speaking at 8:30. Goolsbee spoke at 7 this morning. The Federal Reserve will update their monthly manufacturing sector index for February at 9. The Conference Board will come out with their U.S. consumer confidence number at 9. Wholesale inventories and sales data at 9. API numbers at 3:30 today. And we get the U.S. State of the Union speech by President Trump tonight. Last, if you take a look at the break yesterday in the market, it's vicious. IBM, as an example, fell 13%. Its worst day since October 2000, putting the stock down just in the month of February. 27%. DoorDash, American Express, each down 6.5% yesterday. CrowdStrike, another 10%. So the disruption from AI continues to go on. What a different market this is this year compared to last year when each of the breaks in the market got bought, and that's really not what's going on. In addition, are you noticing the stock market is breaking easier than it's holding rallies? Completely different than last year. These are things you got to keep your eye on. And of course, the war buildup in Iran. Well, what's going to happen after the U.S. reads whatever Iran is proposing? That's something for us to all think about. In any case, I'm Ira Epstein. I'll catch up with you all tonight. Have yourself a great trading day.